What's up, people? So I wanted to make this video just before the end of the year. So today this video is about why I think failure is so overrated. You know, why I don't understand why society today make us feel like because we fail we don't mean nothing and we can't accomplish anything. Well, I'll tell you something, they're wrong, and I'll give an example. Things on paper are not easily executed, and sometimes we fail because we may not understand what they're actually asking us to do, and in the exam room you can't really ask, you kind of just have to go to it. So just because you fail something, or just because a bunch of people who sat an examining board tell you you fail, or you get a piece of paper that says you fail a particular subject, and then today I'm talking about photography in particular because that's what this channel is about. But this, whatever I say in this speech, will relate to anything that you've failed in your lifetime. So just because these people decided that you failed, it doesn't mean you're a fail. Today in this chat I'm going to show you the process that I went through to become the professional photographer that I am today. And guess what? Back in 1998 I've actually failed my A-level photography. Yep, big fat F. Actually, I didn't get an F, I got what they call an N. I'm calling this the epic failure because it's not even an F, guys. It's actually a letter N, which in their terms mean I fell short of making the grade F. Here's what I think about that. Yep, means nothing. When I failed photography, if I'm being honest, it didn't really matter to me. It was something I fell in love with, but not so much in love that the failure would have knocked me back or made me feel like I'm worthless. I just went on with life, and I've always had a camera, you know, as a hobbyist. I've always been interested in photography, but never really picked it up professionally due to family life and other things that got in the way at the time. So I've picked up myself a Canon 550D, I think what they call today a consumer pro camera, and I just went around taking pictures of things that I love. I always had a camera in my bag. If I was ever upset or if I got stressed out, I'd grab my camera and I actually took it to the streets. Actually, let's rewind a little bit. Before I went out and started doing street photography, I entered a competition in a Metro newspaper, which is like a paper that people would pick up while going on the train or the bus. It was a free paper, but it was free advertisement. They would give it a topic, so whether it be spring, autumn, winter, stones, rock, and you just enter a photo and you win. And if you won, you got £40 Amazon vouchers. And the first time I enter, it was spring. This is the photo I entered. As you can see, it's a picture of the playground park near my home with the fog, and I transferred it to black and white and entered it because I thought it had more colors, nice, but I thought it had more of a dramatic vibe in black and white. And it was this photo that I won my first Amazon £40 voucher. I participated in a few more entries and I didn't win every single one of them, but I think in total I won about 15 of them, and that made me realize that I could be something. So that's when I invested now in that 550D, and I took it to the streets because I had an obsession for, you know, straight lines and perspective. I started with street photography, so I went out and I started taking pictures like this, pictures like that, and then I got more hungry for it and I started taking pictures like this. And you know, night photography is so beautiful because you get to see your city differently. The daytime city is pretty much ugly, it's all grey, and you know, but at nighttime it really blossoms. And I just went on taking night photography, but then I wanted to get into portraiture. I met up with an underground artist who was trying to get out there, so we both were trying to get seen, get noticed about our work, and we started working together. We started collaborating, and you know, every chance we get, we would go out and we shoot. And because she was already in the spotlight, it kind of helped me to get out of my skin. And then after that, I started taking pictures like this. I did a few album covers. I did a lot of collaboration, and I got sort of really obsessed with photography, and I started taking pictures in whatever aspect of photography there were, whether it be baby, newborn, maternity, weddings. I remember I did my first wedding for free because I was a photographer, but I wasn't sure that I had what it took to deliver, because weddings are different and they are complicated. And this couple trusted my vision so much that they hired me, and they were like, we will pay you. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to pay me, just let me do this for free, let me get the experience, and we'll take it from there. And you know what, I smashed it. I delivered such good photos that they actually paid me because they were so thankful. And today we are really good friends. You know, I went on taking loads of pictures of different things. So after that, I realized, do you know what? I could be so much more. I was very creative. And like I said, I didn't need someone telling me that I wasn't good enough. So I stepped up my game. I went even further now. So I went on to take more wedding photos like this, whether it's couple photo, whether it's a fairy tale wedding, whether it's newborn, whether it's a baby picture, whatever it is that people needed from me photography wise, I was there. Obviously they saw something that I couldn't quite yet see, so they reached out to me, and every time I delivered. And I got into fitness photography, and fitness photography has helped me learn a lot about lighting, because lighting is one of the, you know, the biggest, well, not one of the biggest. Lighting is actually the one thing that you actually need to master. If you know, if you don't master lighting, then you won't quite understand photography. And that's, you know, people can call me wrong, but I think you need to understand lighting can make the most beautiful person. Lighting can make the most beautiful person very ugly or unattractive if incorrectly lit, or they can make someone extremely attractive looking or gorgeous looking just because of the way they're lit. And people today are aware of what their best sides, or what kind of light make them look good, and what kind of light flatters them. They might not be able to take pictures, but they do understand what kind of lighting, you know, help bring out the better of them or make them look stunning. So you kind of have to be ahead of the game and master that, and that's the one thing that you need to go into every shoot understanding. So after getting into the fitness photography, I decided I wanted to get into beauty. I sort of reached out to a few people on Instagram and started collaborating and starting earning, and then I started taking pictures. And this is today I am now taking pictures like this, or like this, or like this. And guys, this is not a show-off video. This is me, a person who failed photography 16 years ago, didn't pick it back up until 5 years ago, and this is what I've come to from 2015 till today, 2020. This is where I'm at. I decided after this I wanted to get into video. So I started 2 years ago. I started to get into video. The good thing is video and photography is pretty much the same, although you just have to learn different things like frame rates and, you know, stuff like that. Everything, they kind of work the same, and you just gotta know how to tell a story. And if you can tell stories through pictures, then you can even tell a better story through video, because video is easy to tell story through. So I got into video, and you know, these are the kind of videos that I'm taking. This one, and this one, and these are all a combination of collaboration, paid work, and just projects that I personally worked on. And now the knowledge I possessed towards photography, I'm now able to teach others photography. You know, I have a few students, I mentor a lot of people, and just in general I have people that would reach out to me and ask questions, and I'm always there. I understand my tools very well. Today I've so disregarded the whole idea behind failure, because failure is just one big fat lie. Failure is there to push you. Be courageous about failure. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. You only fail when you give up. Doesn't matter what people say or what class society puts you in. You are in charge of your own success. So I hope this video helps anyone that had some failure throughout their life and struggled, and just gave up because society said that they're a failure. And if it doesn't matter. But I hope that this message is reached by many. And if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, or shall I say until next year, guys, peace out, stay blessed.